my knitters. This is Recreational Knitting, and my name is Karen. This is going to be probably a short one. I've had, since I've been home from the cruise, I've just been nauseous, so I haven't felt like knitting. I've knit every day, but certainly not like what I typically would do. So it probably isn't going to be as long as some of the others, which probably isn't a bad thing, right? Anyway, I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for every comment, for every Ko-fi payment, for the super chats that I didn't know I could do. Yes, thank you from the bottom of my heart. They are so appreciated, and thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Okay, those of you who are new, you're very, very welcome to be here. This is an inclusive kind of show. Yeah, all the things. No matter what color, creed, or anything that you are, you're always more than welcome. I think knitting is a fantastic community, and we are just overall really good people. Yes, that's my vote, and I'm sticking with it. I hope that whatever craft you're involved in at the moment, whether it be knitting, crochet, quilting, cross stitch, needle felting, is bringing you joy. That's all we can ask at this point. So let's get started. You're here for the knitting. You're here for all the things. So I have 4 finished objects. I do. It's wild. Well, let's start off with the easy ones, and I'm going to get real up close grabbing these. Hello there. Yes, as you know, when you do a podcast, those of you that have podcasts, you get this. You organize, you put your sheets, you put your projects, you put your, all the cheat sheets in front of you, and, you think you have it together, and then you start filming, and you have to get up close like that to reach production value. All right, let's show you the first finished object. Those are some bright shorties. Yes, not typically my style, but again, I don't know whether you know the story of this. I had some of this kind of literally rolling around in my stash. I had a couple balls of this. I don't know the story behind it. I don't know where I got it, purchased it, gifted it. I have no clue. It's probably got some acrylic in it, because that's how it feels. But it's definitely sock yarn. Don't know the origins. Couldn't begin to tell you. If I had to guess, I couldn't. So they're definitely not twins, but they don't look too far off till you get to the toes. But yeah, so these, I finished one of these during the cruise. I don't know which one it was. And I decided I would get these over with since I have very little sock mojo. And I was nauseous all week. I'd just go ahead and finish the second one, which was easy to do. Yeah. The yarn was kind of fun and it felt good, but it definitely has acrylic in it. And I don't know the composition. I don't know how they'll wear. And I couldn't, if you put me up by gunpoint, I couldn't figure this one out. But I'm ready for Halloween. That will never be the shot. Anyway, yeah, that's nice. And these sock blockers actually fit. So, and these have been blocked. The next pair have not. Looky, looky. These are on a pair of sock blockers that I got at a craft show, and I didn't know what size I needed. So obviously I got a size that was too small because they don't really block. But yeah, so these are done. I think this is, I don't know, was that where I was last week? I don't remember. No, I was further down on the foot. Don't ask me what this is, but these have not been blocked yet. I will do that today. I have a couple things that I'll need to block, as you can see, coming up. Yeah, so I'm good with these. These will likely be a gift to son-in-law, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, he's got smaller feet, and when he wears them in boots, you know, yeah, I think he'll like these. They kind of look pretty good. All right, 2 pairs of socks. That may never happen again. So I'm going to enter those into Little Likac's Soxy and You Know It make along. And I'm also going to enter those into the September make along by SoxyNanaAlice and Diane's Pink Bathtub, and I'm not sure what they call it off the top of my head right now. It's called a brain fart. Yeah. So yes, I plan on entering those. I haven't had an entry for probably 6 months, so it's about time, right? Okay, 2 more finished objects coming up. Don't be too impressed. One of them, had I had the yarn available, I had ran out of yarn. This is called the Marlene Ponchette. Excuse me. And this is made out of Lang Marlene yarn. This has not been blocked. It's basically 2 squares. Let me show you. And when it's blocked, it'll be a little bit bigger. But it's kind of nubby yarn. And it's supposed to take two balls. And I went through it and had about this much more than I needed to do. So of course, where I got it was my local yarn store, and she was out of this particular color. It's a discontinued yarn, of course, you know. And this is a pattern by my local yarn store. It was a free pattern, and she was trying to, I think, get rid of this discontinued yarn and came up with this particular pattern. And I was knitting it for my cruise. Oh well, ran out of yarn. And every day I'd go on Etsy, eBay, you know, Ravelry, contacted people. Yeah, no. And so I found 2 balls of it on eBay about a week and a half ago. And it came, I finished it, and yeah. So I will have it for the next cruise. And I plan on blocking this today as well. This should grow a few inches, and just a little something that you can put over a dress when they make you dress up on the cruise lines. Well, they don't make you, but you know, it's, I don't know what they call it, dress up night, I don't know. So yeah, just something a little different, and it takes up absolutely no room. So this is about 100 and maybe 10 grams of yarn. So again, it's Marlene by Lang Yarns, discontinued, and I don't know what the colorway is, but yeah, it was fun. All right, I think last week I talked to you about getting volunteered as a knitter for a niece, a grandniece and grandnephew, and they need some winter hats and gloves and scarves and all the things. They live in Massachusetts, and I'm more than happy to do that. So again, unblocked, hot off the needles, a simple beanie for grandnephew. Not happy with this pattern. I won't be doing it again because I don't like the way that they describe the top, but he's 5. I don't think he's going to be upset about it. I just would like to have it look a little neater, but you know, this is, I can't even recall what the pattern name was. I just basically used the numbers, and then for the crown, I don't know. It's okay, but I like things that have more distinct pattern. Anyway, it's done. Yes, yes. And you'll see the second one coming up in a second. But yes, so that'll be for Christmas. So another Christmas gift. So 4 things off the needles. Woohoo! One of which you didn't even know about. So that's very helpful to get. Actually, there were 3 project bags involved in that. I never put Yuli's hat in a project bag. I just knit it up in a couple evenings, and yeah. So, oh, this is made out of Barocco vintage worsted weight. Yeah, you know, kids. Likely, he's likely to lose it before it needs washed. So just saying, yeah. Yeah, so if somebody in Massachusetts finds this in their, you know, kid's backpack, you know, send it along to Yuli because he's missing it. Yeah, and my husband said, yeah, don't spend a lot of time on this, but he says he's likely to, you know, leave it at somebody's house, on the bus, you know, kids, they're 5. So, yes, so now let's walk over to the works in progress. It's Sweata Weatha. Yeah, it's Sweata Weatha. Yes, it's Sweata Weatha. Yes, I have another ranunculus to show you. This is, this was started probably about a month ago, and I just hadn't gotten very far on it. Didn't bother to show you, but this is made with some TEMU yarn. You know, that Fairyland yarn that you might see on Amazon, or TEMU if you've ever seen it on TEMU. It's color changing yarn, gradient, I'm not sure what you call it. Anyway, it's a ranunculus, a ridiculous ranunculus, but I do like it. I have 1 sleeve finished. This is for me. Yeah, I mark the sleeve decreases for me. Again, modifications. Let's see, what did I do? No short rows in the front. Used my own sleeve pattern. I don't want big ones. I don't want real long ones. And I just used, I have, oh, what do you call this? Yeah, it's twisted rib, half twisted rib. Yeah, so those are the modifications, I think. I'm working on the second sleeve. I've had to do a little yarn management. Probably, I don't know if I'll need to, I don't know if it'll bother me enough that I may need to pull back and start a little fresher. I don't know, we'll see. But yes, I wanted to get the sleeves done so I could get those into a decent, yeah, and then just knit the bottom. So yeah, one sleeve, and then, yeah. Again, this is cotton acrylic. It's blown cotton in, you know, one of those blown yarns, and it's got cotton around it and acrylic, and it feels really soft and fluffy. And it's, I want the mohair look without the mohair. And this, I don't know whether you can see the fuzzies or not. Can you see the fuzzies? Yeah, so this will be a nice warm addition to Sweata weather. Yes, it's Sweata weather. But it's not here, not yet. We're gonna have to wait till December for me to wear the Sweata weather, yes. So, pretty pleased how it's turning out for the yarn. I think 4 skeins when I bought it were like $11. Can't beat it. Not with a stick. All right, let's see what else I've been working on. Again, remember, I haven't done a whole lot this week. Another hat on the needles for the grandnephew. He loves Spider-Man. So this is the bulky waffle hat. It's a free pattern. And this is made with Barocco Vintage Chunky in 2 different colors of, I don't know what they're called. I think one is Cardinal. I don't know what the blue one's called. Got these off of a D-stash and thought, yep, this is it. So basically just going to be the waffle hat, striped, Spider-Man. Yes. Yes, go Peter Parker, right? Anyway, yeah, so this is for the 5-year-old, another one that likely he will leave at school and maybe find in April. Yeah, so kindergartners, gotta love them. So I think he'll be very happy with this one. Yeah, let me try this on just to show you if I can. You know, I mean, it's definitely a child's size. And I did ribbing down here, and then the waffle stitch, I don't know what it's called. 2 rows of knit and then 2 rows of ribbing. What's that called? I'm going to call it waffle stitch right now. So yeah, vintage Barocco. This is one of my favorite kid-friendly yarns. It's, I think, 52% acrylic, and wool is in there somewhere, but it's not a lot. Definitely washable, dryable, all of the things that are kid-friendly. So, yes. And then his sister, who is a little older, she's 11, going on 18. And so she, I let her be a little, I let her pick out some yarns. And so she picked this. This is Mad Tosh Vintage Superwash Merino. The girl has good taste, let me tell you. Yeah, this is called Soft Reboot. I believe this is their color of the month this month, September. And this is a worsted weight. And I have 3 of these. Haven't started hers yet. Still looking for a small adult hat. I think that would fit her okay. But yeah, I think this is beautiful. This is a worsted weight. So if any of you have a good pattern for a girl's hat, I'm also thinking if the pattern's right, obviously. I have a couple of the little pom-pom, you know, fake fur pom-poms that might go on this. So yeah, I don't know whether you can see those colors, but there's pink, there's purple, there's an orangish, a gray, a beige, almost a light green in there. It's very pretty. Maybe you can see it better in this skein. Very, very pretty. Blues. Yeah, I think it's very pretty. So, yeah, so I'll be working on these in the next foreseeable future. So some of my projects might get pushed to the back. Yeah, kids in Massachusetts need warm things. That I can do. All right, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, if you have any good hat patterns that you would recommend for that kind of yarn, you know, I've looked, and you know, I don't want to do a muscle burr that's kind of plain. I mean, I could do it, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. If you've got any good patterns, that would be great. I would appreciate it. Haven't done a thing on my one skein September shawl. Not a thing since I've gotten off the boat. Yeah, I was supposed to do that last week, but you know, I made a hat and started a second instead. So that is what I'll be working on this weekend. Yeah, got some football to watch. Go Ravens. And I'll be knitting a hat, and I may start some mittens with these colors. I have got 2 skeins of both of these in chunky. I just need to find a pattern as well for a chunky child's, mitten. I think Tin Can Knits is worsted, but I haven't really looked. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I'd be appreciative of that as well. All right, what else do I need to show you? No more Sweata. Oh, what am I wearing? I'm wearing another of my Anker summer shirts, one of my favorite patterns, and it fits so well. I will be knitting these probably till day I die. Yep, not a problem. Don't have a problem with them. They're, you know, nice. This is in my local yarn store. She sells yarn in Norman Beach in her Sandy skeins, which are gradated. And this took about 2.5 skeins. So if you're smaller than me, which most people are, yeah, you could probably do 2 skeins in an Anker summer shirt. Now remember that there's the Anker summer shirt, there's the Anker tee. One is fingering, one is DK. This is the pattern for the DK weight, even though this is fingering. So it's very stretchy because of the rib, and I find that it fits well over my shoulders, and it also has the raglan, which makes it ideal fit. Excuse me. So yes, that's what I've been working on. I have a request of you. If you're watching this and you haven't, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. All the algorithms, all the things seem to have weirded out in the last 2 weeks. So if you could subscribe, and what I really want you to do, because this is most important, leave me an emoji, a picture, something, or a comment, anything. If you're watching this, let me know you're out there. I also have some business that I should have done at the beginning of this. I have 2 winners for some sock yarn. They are the following. You ready? Linda Marlatt, 3259. Send me your address and I'll get some sock yarn out to you. And Bobblehead Knits, you also have won some sock yarn. If you could email me, my email is recreationalknitting gmail.com. If you could let me know your address, I'll get those out in the mail to you next week. Yes. And Linda, I know that Bubblehead Knits is a resident of the United States. Linda, if you're out of country, the United States, let me know what pattern you would like, up to $10 on Ravelry. Shipping is insane. I know you're hearing this from every podcaster. It's made us all kind of nuts. I sent out something the other day, $14 to send, and it was just absolutely crazy. So we make, if any, money off of this, and very little money. And what I do this for is to send out these things, but I'm running in deficits with the postage the way it is. And, don't stop entering contests, but usually those will result in a Ravelry pattern, which is a great gift if you ask me. If you've had your eye on a particular pattern and you win, yes. So Bobblehead Knits and Linda Marlatt, 3259. Please get in touch with me and I'll get those out to you as soon as possible. Now, those of you that have been sticking with me and paying attention to the end, I've lost something. I'm back. Didn't lose it. I just had done it right. Usually this is what I'm seeing. And I put it in a packaging and I couldn't see it. This was left over from the Canadian giveaway. I'm sorry to say that I will not be sending this out of country, but if you are interested in this, make sure that in your comment, you write the word Canada, and I'll pick this first week of October. Yeah, there was a person that won that never got back with me, even though I contacted her via her podcast twice. So, yeah. There's 3 prizes that you can win, and my husband will be happy that those are out of the house because they've been sitting here a while. All right. Yeah. I just want to say that knitters are the best. Just the best. They're just the best people. You know it. I know it. So, for those of you that really have Sweata weather, I'm jealous and hoping that you're enjoying planning and knitting on all those wonderful knits. I, however, will be doing hats, scarves, and gloves or mittens to make up for my lack of Sweata weather. Okay? All right. I'll let you go. This has been too long already. You guys take care. Again, please subscribe. Leave me an emoji. Canada, if you're interested. And Bobblehead Knits and Linda Marlatt, 3259. Get a hold of me. Knit in peace, everyone.